Good. And
Peanuts.
peanuts.
Yes.
My how
What
we
you
make.
call it?
I don't know. I mean, I think I gajak is a right word actually, but we didn't call it gajak. Huh? I don't know. Okay. Hmm. But first of
तो
all, I would
कुछ
like
तो
to.
बोलते होंगे ना.
You have no idea how we Biharis manage. There are a lot of things that we just don't know the name of. We just say something. You're right, but I can't recall what it is.
Good
Sunita,
evening, sir.
hello, Imrana. Sunita, have you joined the class or you've just by mistake entered the class? Sunita, Sunita has decided to boycott me. She will not talk to me. Imrana, how are you doing?
Yes, sir. Sir, I was very busy in my Susra because my nephew is she's the winner, state level champion winner, badminton champion. She is only 8 years old, and we celebrate party together.
Oh, lovely. What an amazing achievement for an 8-year-old guy.
Yeah,
Right in the group, I think they must be waiting.
and the second thing, sir, my uh, first time I attend the Hindus family wedding.
First time you
Yeah,
did
my
what?
first time I attend the Hindu
A Hindu
culture,
wedding.
sir. Attend the wedding. Yeah.
First
So
time?
my yes, sir, first time.
My goodness.
So yesterday I went there.
Hmm.
My yeah, my school friend she got married. So yesterday Mehndi function. Good evening, sir.
Hey, Zafri. Did you spend the whole night there or you came back?
No, we spent only for 4 hours.
Only a couple of hours. Okay. Sunita,
And
yes,
tomorrow is Shadi.
tomorrow is the wedding. Okay.
Yeah, we call it Barat, but they call it Shadi.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sunita is boycotting me, guys. She's not responding to me.
Sorry, sir. I'm really sorry, sir, that I'm
Oh,
not giving.
okay. So, Sunita, question number one. Have you done your homework?
Sorry, sir. No.
Is it Tuesday today or Monday? Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. Tuesday. I would have been totally surprised. Sunday it was only. Today is Tuesday, na? Yes. Okay. Yes. Sunita, have you done your homework? Vikas,
Hello, sir.
how are you doing, Vikas?
Ah, pretty good.
Select anything. Okay. Okay. Fine. Save this story. Be quick. Without it saying the same thing like. Anybody is on their
Evening,
laptop?
sir.
I think Kushi, you are on your laptop, right? Okay. Please add the people. Sandikam. I'll be right back. Hey, Rukaiya.
Hello, sir.
I'll be right back in just 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
I made like this. I'm actually still teaching now. Yeah. So I think I finished the practice book exercise yesterday.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, sure. Good evening. All the three conversations you guys practiced here? Sure. And now time to look at the main book. Hmm. Yasmin ma'am, you seem to have a good sense of humor, huh? The way you ask questions is so interesting. I loved what you asked me last night. एक lovely student. Nice. Okay.
Thank you,
So,
sir. Sir, you didn't send any method for
yes, exactly. I know. I know. People like you, I can be relaxed about people like you. That's the thing. Young people, when they join, I'm very, very particular about all the formalities. Because young people sometimes don't really understand and appreciate their own life, their own responsibilities. Nah. But with people like you, I can definitely, trust your maturity and all. So, grammar spot here. First of all, we are going to look at this part. What are the tenses in these sentences? You have traveled a lot in your lifetime. Which countries have you been to? When I was 6, my family moved to England. Nothing new. I'm going to repeat what I've already taught. You've traveled a lot in your lifetime. Sounds like experience. You have traveled a lot in your lifetime. आप बहुत सफर किए हैं अपने जीवन में, बहुत परेशान रहे. You have suffered a lot in your life. You have suffered a lot. सफर मतलब सफर करना हिंदी वाला नहीं, इंग्लिश वाला. Okay? सफर करना, परेशान रहना. Okay? Yeah. Which countries have you been to? कौन-कौन से countries में आप हो आए हैं? Okay. And when I was 6, my family moved to England. Definite time mention करा. When I was 6, my
when I
family
say
moved to England. So when you refer to a definite time in the past, you use the past simple. I've always been interested in archaeology. I've always been interested in archaeology. हमेशा से मेरा इंटरेस्ट रहा है. हिंदी में दिस इज द सेंटेंस. मेरा हमेशा से इंटरेस्ट रहा है आर्कियोलॉजी में. लेट्स मेक अ सिमिलर सेंटेंस. मेरा शुरू से क्या बोले, इंटरेस्ट, चलो इंटरेस्ट ही रखते एक बार और. इंटरेस्ट रहा है इंग्लिश में, शुरू से इंटरेस्ट रहा है इंग्लिश में. आई हैव ऑलवेज बीन इंटरेस्टेड इन इंग्लिश. ओके. आप कभी मुसीबत में फंसे हो? हैव यू एवर बीन इन डेंजर? हैव यू एवर बीन इन डेंजर? हैव यू एवर बीन इन ट्रबल? ओके. आई हैव नेवर बीन टू साउथ अमेरिका. कभी नहीं. So when you talk about experiences, you can use ever, you can use never, and always can be used this way as well. Okay. I've always loved you. I've always loved you. मतलब वो क्या बताना चाह रहा है कि शुरू की, अभी हाल फिलहाल की बात नहीं है. I have always loved you. If you watch the movie Pride and Prejudice, you might hear this line. I've always loved you. Okay. So we have already talked about the conversation here, the interview, Land Rover. Okay. I have often been in danger. Can we say I've been in Chennai, I have been in Japan? No, it is a common error. You must say I've been to Chennai, I've been to Japan. Okay? Some sentences? Put them in the group. Put it in the group. I'll talk about it. Israeli army suffocating support for Palestinians as it pummels Gaza. Israeli army suffocating. Okay, this kind of language is not colloquial. Okay, this is a special language for headlines. Do not look for the basic grammar that you have studied in headlines. Headlines have their own grammar, everybody. Hello, Arish. Headlines have their own grammar. Okay. So what here it means, Israeli army is suffocating support, which is for Palestinians, as it pummels Gaza. Pummel means to destroy, to trash, pummel, beatna, marna, dhos dena, all right? Pummel, okay. नीचे ले जाना, pummel, okay? Pummel. पटकना, पीटना, सब ये एक तरह से ये पमेल के लिए बात कर रहे हैं या किसी और के लिए? मतलब पमेल की बात कर रहे हैं? Yes. Pummel means to thrash. Pummel means to thrash. Okay. People in Gaza are suffering from a massive shortage of supplies, a Norwegian Refugee Council media advisor says. So, Israeli army is suffocating support. Suffocate means, you understand, to stop you from breathing, all right? Suffocate you, right? Literally, that is the meaning. Figuratively, your marriage can suffocate you. What it means? Your married life is not going great, then you could say that my married life is suffocating. Okay, the environment in my office is suffocating. It means you don't have the freedom. You don't have the freedom. There you go. I will show you the word pummel. To hit someone, something repeatedly, thrash, especially with your fist. Okay, pummel. Okay, the boxer had pummeled his opponent into submission. Minus has entered. तो यहाँ पर मुक्का मार रहा है वो गाजा पे. They are dropping bombs, right? So, धम 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 मुक्के की तरह. That's why pummel. तो ये समझ बहुत important है.
Here the pummel is used as a
figuratively.
Yes,
Figuratively. Simran, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Asking me, I was not well until you came here. Now I'm fine.
I doubt it, sir.
All right, so let's see. I've learned to look after myself. So we did this. Now, guys, listen and complete some other lines from the interview with Freda. Okay, there are some more lines. I'm going to play. You are going to write down, complete the conversation. Okay, before we listen, can we try and do this on our own? Do you go back to Germany now? No, I don't. A few times to visit relatives, but there again. Okay, too much to expect. Okay, I'll play 6.7 for you. Everybody listen and complete.
6.7 Frieda Hoffman, Part 2 1.
Do you go back to Germany much?
No, I don't. I've been back a few times to visit relatives, but I've never lived there again. I feel more English than German now, and I've forgotten a lot of my German.
2.
What did you study at university?
I studied ancient history at Cambridge.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, yes. I had a wonderful time. The course was amazing, and Cambridge is a great place to live.
3.
Have you ever had any other jobs, apart from being an archaeologist?
Yes, I have. I've done all sorts of jobs. I even worked as a waitress when I was at university.
Really? What was that like?
I loved it. I was a tour guide too in the holidays. I met some really interesting people.
4.
You said you've often been in danger. What's the most dangerous situation you've ever been in?
Well, I had a very difficult time in Cairo during the revolution in 2011. I spent 2 weeks inside my friend's house. It was too dangerous to go out. Of course, I'm fortunate. I can leave a country when things get really dangerous. It was the local people I felt sorry for.
Six point seven. Frieda Hoffman, Part 2. 1.
Do you go back to Germany much?
No, I don't. I've been back a few times to visit relatives, but I've never lived there again. I feel more English than German now, and I've forgotten a lot of my German.
2.
What did you study at university?
I studied ancient history at Cambridge.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, yes. I had a wonderful time. The course was amazing, and Cambridge is a great place to live.
3.
Have you ever had any other jobs, apart from being an archaeologist?
Yes, I have. I've done all sorts of jobs. I even worked as a waitress when I was at university.
Really? What was that like?
I loved it. I was a tour guide, too, in the holidays. I met some really interesting people.
4.
You said you've often been in danger. What's the most dangerous situation you've ever been in?
Well, I had a very difficult time in Cairo during the revolution in 2011. I spent 2 weeks inside my friend's house. It was too dangerous to go out. Of course, I'm fortunate. I can leave a country when things get really dangerous. It was the local people I felt sorry for.
Okay, people. Today I'm going to add something to your existing knowledge of the present perfect and past simple, which will definitely help you in a different way. It will make it things a little more, a little easier than already. Okay. So everybody knows if you're talking about experiences, then you will use the present perfect. And in Hindi, experiences like मैंने ये किया है, मैंने वो किया है, मैंने ये नहीं किया है, और तुमने कभी ये किया है, तुमने वो कभी किया है, उन लोगों ने कभी ये नहीं किया है. तो these are experiences, right? And experiences in the present perfect. आज एक बात बोलता हूँ. कई लोग सोचते हैं कि प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट भी तो पास्ट की बात है. हाँ, बिल्कुल. तो फिर चॉइस कैसे होता है? बहुत आसान है. आप प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट तब बोलते हैं जब आप ये नहीं बताते कि वो काम कब हुआ, बस हुआ है. यू ओनली मेंशन हुआ है, यू डोंट मेंशन कब. जैसे ही आपने इनडायरेक्टली भी मेंशन कर दिया कब, तो वो पास्ट सिंपल ही होगा. मेरी बात समझ आई? अगर आप मेंशन नहीं करते कि कोई काम कब हुआ, वो काम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में बताया जाएगा. हुआ है, बस ये हुआ है. कब हुआ है नहीं बता सकते. हुआ है, किया है, कब किया है नहीं बताना. ओके. लेकिन जैसे ही आप डायरेक्टली या इनडायरेक्टली मेंशन करेंगे टाइम, वो पास्ट सिंपल में होगा. ये इंग्लिश का रूल है, ध्यान दें. ये हिंदी पे नहीं, ये रूल बेस्ड है. ये इंग्लिश का रूल है, हिंदी में ये रूल फॉलो नहीं किया जाता. कम ऑन, रिपीट व्हाट आई सेड इन हिंदी, ताकि आपके जहन में ये बात बैठा रहेगा. आई विल फील मोर कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट इट. जस्ट रिपीट द रूल. हम किसी तरह से एहसास करा दे कौन से टाइम की बात कर रहे हैं. दो वो टेंस कौन सा होगा? और आपको इनडेफिनिट रखूं, इनडेफिनिट टाइम रखूं, बस हुआ है, कब हुआ है नहीं. ठीक है, तो प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट. कुत्ते ने मुझे काटा है, मैंने बताया आपको कब. कोई आइडिया दिया? तो जब कोई आइडिया ना मिले कब की बात हो रही है, कौन सा टेंस?
प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट.
टाइम आइडिया नहीं मिलना चाहिए कि कब की बात हो रही, बस पास्ट में हुआ है, कब की बात हो रही नहीं पता चलेगा. आई हैव बीन बिटन बाय अ डॉग. ये मैंने पैसिव में बोला है वैसे. आई होप यू डोंट माइंड. आई हैव बीन बिटन. ओके, प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट ही है. I have been bitten by a dog. मैंने पैसे चुराए हैं। मैंने पता चला आपको कब की बात हो रही है? डू यू हैव एनी आइडिया कब की बात हो रही है? No? I have been bitten. B-I-T-T-E-N. B-I-T-T-E-N. Bitten. Bite, bit, bitten. A dog has bitten me. Okay? ठीक है? A dog has bitten me. Okay.
Why we use be?
छोड़ दीजिए, पैसिव है। आप ऐसे बोलिए, a dog has bitten me. A dog has bitten me. Okay. Guys, मैंने पैसे चोरी किए हैं। हाँ, एक्सपीरियंस मैंने नहीं पता कब किए। ठीक है, किए हैं। टाइम का कोई आइडिया नहीं लगे आपको कि कब की बात है, बट हुआ है। ओके, आई हैव स्टोलन मनी। गॉट इट? तो देयर इज नो रेफरेंस टू टाइम कि वो कब की बात है। प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट, द मोमेंट टाइम इज रेफर्ड टू, ओके, indirectly, directly, you will use the past tense. Will you keep this in mind? Okay, now let's see. Let's decide here.
Sir,
Hmm.
we have like I have experience. Then I'm
एसटीसी में हम लोग एसटीसी में पार्टी किए हैं। हम लोग एसटीसी में पार्टी किए हैं। पता चला कब? नहीं। Okay. We have celebrated some big parties here at STC. We have celebrated some big parties here at STC. We have celebrated some big parties.
Sir,
If we talk about time, it will be an experience, no?
Come again, Khushi?
If we add our time in that,
नहीं,
it
नहीं,
will be an experience.
ना 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 ना, टाइम जैसे ही आपने रेफरेंस दिया, टाइम किस समय हुआ है, तो एक फंडा, सिंपल एक फंडा का रूल है। वो जैसे टाइम मेंशन कर दिया, टाइम मतलब कब हुआ, कब हुआ ये वाला टाइम, 5 दिन 5 घंटा वाला टाइम नहीं, कब हुआ। ओके, इनडायरेक्टली भी मेंशन कर दे। ठीक है, तो जैसे सुनो ये वाला लाइन, मैं उन दिनों मैं पटना में था। आई वॉज इन पटना। मैं चर्च में गया। तो कब गया चर्च में? जब मैं पटना में था। इस लाइन में नहीं मेंशन है, मैं एक चर्च में गया। कहां लिखा है इसमें टाइम? लेकिन इनडायरेक्टली था ना, पीछे वाले सेंटेंस रेफरेंस आ रहा है ना, जब मैं पटना में था तभी गया ना, तो आपको टाइम इसमें पता चल रहा है, एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट विल बी इन द पास्ट सिंपल। आई वाज इन पटना। आई वाज इन पटना। it was those it was those days when I was in Patna. It was those days when I was in Patna. I went to a church. Okay, तो यहाँ I went to a church मैंने कहा, बिकॉज आप रेफरेंस ले सकते हैं कब की बात हो रही है। कैसे पता?
Those
जब आप पटना में थे। ओके, जब आप पटना में थे। ओके, तो इनडायरेक्टली भी उस सेंटेंस में नहीं लिखा है, लेकिन उससे पीछे वाले सेंटेंस से आप रेफरेंस ले रहे हो कि हाँ इस समय की बात है। ओके, तो और हिंदी तो आपको पता है ना, है वाली बात आ जाती है ज्यादातर में। किया है, करे हैं, नहीं किए हैं, है ना, हुआ है, तो ऑल प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट। ओके, नाउ you were saying something, Lucky.
like I have something done.
Have done something.
I've done something.
हाँ.
Then I explain the
हाँ.
whole scenario. By mistake I'll explain. Yeah, फिर मैंने बताया कि हमने ये किया। फिर अब एक्सप्लेनेशन में दिया, फिर नीचे में टाइम दे दिया, तो वो
पास्ट सिंपल हो जाएगा। जो सेंटेंस में जिस भी एक्शन के बारे में आपने टाइम बता दिया कि एक्शन कब हुआ, तो वो एक्शन किस टेंस में डिनोट किया जाएगा, एक्सप्रेस किया जाएगा? पास्ट सिंपल में। जिस एक्शन के होने का टाइम पता चल जाए, ओके, पास्ट में, वो पास्ट सिंपल से बताया जाता है। जब होने का टाइम ना पता चले कि वो एक्शन कब हुआ, देन यू नीड द प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट। ओके,
Sir, if I say I have watched a Lion 2 years ago, so it's my experience. How can
it's a
I
wrong
say?
sentence. It's a wrong sentence and you are violating a very basic rule I just told you. जैसे तुमने कहा 2 years ago, ओके, तो 2 years ago बोलते के साथ तुमने क्या कर दिया? टाइम रेफर कर दिया। इंग्लिश का ग्रामर कहता है कि जब किसी एक्शन के होने का टाइम पता चल जाए, इट कैन नॉट बी इन द प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट।
In last 4-5 classes, we were using like that.
तो
We
मैं
were
फिर
talking about experience.
आता हूं, आई हैव सीन अ लायन। नेक्स्ट लाइन, आई सॉ इट 2 years ago। कल का पूरा एक्सरसाइज इसी पे बेस्ड था, जो आपने नहीं किया है। आप ये एक्सरसाइज नहीं की, यू हैवंट डन दिस एक्सरसाइज, दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम. टेक अ लुक हियर, देखो यहाँ पे. यस्टरडे वी हैव अराइव्ड इन मॉस्को. किसी को बता रहे हम मॉस्को पहुंच गए हैं, ठीक है. इसमें टाइम पता चला नहीं, लेकिन अगले लाइन में वी अराइव्ड हियर एट 6 o'clock, टाइम पता चला. शी हैज बॉट अ न्यू बैग, टाइम पता चला कब खरीदी है, बस खरीदी है. शी हैज बॉट अ न्यू बैग. लास्ट वीक बताने के लिए, शी बॉट इट लास्ट वीक, शी बॉट इट लास्ट वीक, राइट. तो खुशी, आप देख सकती हैं कि आपके एक एक क्लास का वैल्यू कितना है. कल के क्लास का था, कल आप चली गई थी ना बीच से. And second thing is you didn't do this homework either, right? This page is still due. तो थोड़ा कर लेना है, okay? I can't afford to have another Sunita. Okay.
Sorry, sir, my health wasn't.
Yeah, fine. Again, like you have to do it now, okay? Today, tomorrow morning, you have to do this page, all the exercises on this page, and send me. Of course, I don't want you to watch yesterday's recording unless you do this exercise, okay? And then you can watch the recording. I have explained why answers are correct and what is correct. I mean, so moving on. So I have seen a lion 2 years ago is the wrong sentence for two reasons. Fine. First reason is you are saying 2 years ago. Time refer कर दिया. Time जैसे refer कर दिया, तो what then tense should it be? Past simple. I saw a tiger 2 years ago. ये हिंदी में ये रूल मायने नहीं रखता, इसीलिए खुशी बोली आई हैव सीन अ टाइगर 2 years ago, बिकॉज हिंदी में ये रूल मायने नहीं रखता. हिंदी में हम तोड़ते हैं इस रूल को. बट इन इंग्लिश ग्रामर you must follow this rule. If the time of the action is referred to is clear directly or indirectly, you must use the past simple, not the present perfect. Fine, let's continue here. Do you go back to Germany much? No, I don't.
I have had 2 years of experience.
मेरे पास 2 साल का अनुभव रहा है तो आई हैव, ओके, रहा है, ओके. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड, ठीक है. तो थोड़ा सा वहां पर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड लगेगा, टेंशन ना लें. डू यू गो बैक टू जर्मनी मच? आप जाती हैं जर्मनी अक्सर. मच देखिएगा, मच यू कैन रिप्लेस मच विद ऑफन. थैंक यू. ये सब तुरंत आना चाहिए, ओके. डू यू गो बैक टू जर्मनी ऑफन? डू यू गो बैक टू जर्मनी मच? Okay, guys, much can be replaced with the word often. No, I don't. I have been back. I have been back a few times. एक दो कुछ बार गए हैं, कुछ बार 2-4 बार गए हैं. A few times. कुछ 2-4 बार गए हैं. I've been back a few times. पता चल रहा है कब गई? रेफरेंस है? नहीं है. To visit relatives को विजिट करने के लिए 1-2 बार गए हैं, 2-4 बार गए हैं. पता चल रहा है कब गई? टाइम का रेफरेंस आया? प्लीज टेल मी, जो भी आपका दिमाग कहता हो. आई एम हियर टू टॉक टू यू, आई एम हियर टू क्लैरिफाई दोस डाउट्स एंड कंफ्यूजन्स. सो डोंट कीप क्वाइट इफ यू हैव डाउट्स. जो भी जवाब आ रहा हो, लग रहा हो कि मैं जो बोल रहा हूं उससे आप डिसएग्री करते हो, फील फ्री टू इंटरप्ट मी, ओके. उसको बुरा नहीं लिया जाएगा. इट विल नॉट बी टेकन अदरवाइज, ओके. आई विल जस्ट गिव यू फीडबैक. आरिश, आयशा, इमराना, रुकैया, Zafri, Yasmin ma'am, if you guys were on camera, if I could see you all, that would be lovely, okay?
So my camera is on.
Oh, Zafri, you're riding a bike. Okay, so I have been back a few times. कुछ बार गए हैं, 2-4 बार गए हैं to visit relatives, but I have never lived there again. लेकिन वहां रहे नहीं फिर कभी. छोड़ा तो छोड़ा, जर्मनी छोड़ा तो, yeah, never lived there again. I have never lived there again. 2. What did you study at university? यहाँ past tense क्यों चुना दोस्त? टाइम रेफरेंस है कि जब आप यूनिवर्सिटी में थी, तभी ना यूनिवर्सिटी में क्या पढ़ाई की हुई. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड एवरीबॉडी. At university is the reason why we will use the past simple here in English. क्योंकि at यूनिवर्सिटी में क्या पढ़ाई की है, तो यूनिवर्सिटी में जब थे तभी ना, तो टाइम आ गया ना जब आप यूनिवर्सिटी में थे. तो what did you study at university? I studied ancient history at Cambridge. Number 3. Have you ever
Have you ever had
had
any other?
any other jobs Apart from being an
Apart from being an architect.
today you are an archaeologist, fine. But have you ever had any other jobs? और कोई काम किए हैं? Have you ever had any other jobs apart from being an archaeologist? Yes, I have. हाँ किए हैं. Okay. I've had all sorts of jobs. हर तरह का काम किए हुए हैं. I've had all sorts of jobs. I think she's more like me. I've also had a lot of different jobs before I finally became a teacher. Yeah, you too. Oh, interesting. I even worked as a waitress when I was at university. Very, very typical. A lot of young boys, girls at college have part-time jobs like waiters, waitresses. I even worked as a waitress when I was at university. Past tense क्यों चुना? Because time is referred to when I was at university. Number 4, what's the most dangerous situation you have ever been in? What's the most dangerous situation you have ever been in? Experience के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं. आपका लाइफ का अब तक का सबसे टाइम रेफर किया गया. कब हुआ ये? नहीं ना. So what's the most dangerous situation you have ever been in? Well, देखना टाइम रेफर किया गया है. In Egypt during the revolution in 2011, I had a very difficult time. I had a very difficult time. पता है इसके बारे में 2011 में जो हुआ था वहां? Oh my God. When you read about some of the incidents that took place there, I don't know, it is not a very nice thing to talk about. Girls were not group raped. Girls were groped, insulted, humiliated, manhandled, by huge number of people. And some girls recount their horror. They say that groups of men, like in 30s, in 30s, in 40s, number, okay, 30 people, 40 people, 60 people, 100 people would all try and gather around a girl, and they would all say, "Sister, I'm here to help you. I'm trying to help you." And with these words, they would, do the silly things with them. And the girl would not understand what's going on because she would hear these words coming from them, and then she will be shocked with the action. So, yeah, I think it was. Anybody knows about this here? What I'm talking about? It was, to stop women from, wearing, modern clothes and all, some girls who were in jeans and stuff, skirt, they were targeted more. And yeah, you can find more about it on the internet. This was a horrible thing to happen in Egypt, okay? But a lot of psychologists explain that they were not surprised by what happened because of the society, the kind of society Egypt was. And these things can be expected from a society as closed as Egyptian society. So yeah, read about it, then you will know. आपको पता नहीं था मैंने जो भी बोला, right? No idea what I'm talking about. No, it's not like they were attacked like something. They were made to feel confused because they claimed that they were helping. And what is the word, guys, we often use for touching somebody inappropriately? Anybody remembers that word?
Molesting.
Molestation, yes. So they were molested by huge number of people, like people in 30 people, 40 people in groups, and they were all doing the same thing. And they were all making the comments like, "Okay, we are here to help you. No need to feel scared. We are here to help you," kind of stuff. And the girl survivors, they have recounted their horror. They have given blow by blow an account of this, and you will find it on the internet. There have been documentaries as well about this. Anyways, well, I had a very difficult time in Egypt during the revolution in 2011. 2 weeks inside my friend's house. I spent अच्छा यहाँ पास्ट टेंस क्यों टाइम नहीं लिखा हुआ है अरे हुआ ना वही तो 2011 में okay so I spent 2 weeks inside my friend's house. It was too dangerous to go out. It was too dangerous to go out. Six 6.7. What extra information did you hear? Guys, what extra information did you hear? Number one. If I know it has been
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Rita.
I have a confusion that where it's written 2 weeks, then 2 weeks also count as time.
Okay, beta. At time of action happening and duration are two different things, Simran. Okay, think of this sentence. I was there in 2011. I was there for 2 weeks. ये दोनों एक चीज से टाइम नहीं है. एक है टाइम ऑफ एक्शन और एक है ड्यूरेशन. दैट्स टोटली डिफरेंट.
Okay. We can use 2 weeks as imperfect, present perfect.
Of
or
course.
not?
Let me tell you. I have not eaten chicken for 2 weeks. It means 2 weeks ago I had chicken, and since then I haven't eaten chicken. I haven't eaten chicken for 2 weeks. 2 सप्ताह से चिकन नहीं खाए हैं. ओके तो ये 2 सप्ताह एक्शन टाइम नहीं है. टाइम है 2 सप्ताह पहले खाए थे. आई हैड चिकन 2 weeks ago. तो मैं जब टाइम बताता हूं बेटा तो वही टाइम ये होता है. इन 2011 मंडे संडे व्हेन आई वाज एट यूनिवर्सिटी. टाइम ऑफ एक्शन. ये तो 2 weeks टाइम ऑफ एक्शन थोड़ी है. इट इज द ड्यूरेशन, हाउ लॉन्ग द एक्शन लास्टेड. ये मामला अलग है. For 2 weeks can be used in the present perfect and past simple both. दोस्तों, yesterday we had two sentences. Let me show you just a second. कल हम लोगों ने बात करी यहां पर. The first exercise here. सिमरन बेटा आपसे भी पूछा था मैंने, याद करिएगा. Paulo worked as a waiter for 2 months. Paulo has worked as a waiter for 2 months. For 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 years, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 minutes, whatever. 10 years, 10 months, whatever. It is called a period of time. It is called a period of time. 2 सप्ताह, 2 महीने, 2 साल, 2 दिन. ये दोनों में यूज हो सकता है. पास्ट सिंपल में भी, प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में भी. What is the difference? When it is used with past simple, the action finished in the past. When it is used with the present perfect, the action has continued to this moment, might continue in the future. Do you understand this?
Yes.
You got your answer? Totally?
Yes. Yes.
Anybody else has any confusion here? Where is she? Your old classmate? She was supposed to join. Smita. Smita, remember the woman with the lovely voice? The married woman who was here in the very beginning of the course. Anybody remember Smita?
Yeah, the her daughter who don't like English.
Exactly.
Is it?
Exactly. Remember, we had lovely conversations with her.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
She had some real issues. That's why she was absent. Real solid reasons to be, absent. She is. Just a second, people. What's this? Why can't I see the link here? Okay. Copy. Okay. So let's listen to the conversation again.
6.7 Frieda Hoffman, Part 2. 1.
Do you go back to Germany much?
No, I don't. I've been back a few times to visit relatives, but I've never lived there again. I feel more English than German now.
I feel more English than German now. So, Freda feels more English than German. She was born in German. She left Germany when she was, but now she feels more English than German. Again, once I left, hey, Smita, welcome back.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Smita. Good to have you back again, and I can understand that you had a real reason to be absent, and sometimes then people lose confidence as well about joining the class after a gap, Perhaps that was the case with you. But just be here, want to explain it to, Smita a little bit. Smita, a lot
Yes,
of
sir.
believe and they think that they will go to a class and there will be certain structures that the teacher will teach, which will help them improve their spoken English. Okay. But the reality of the matter is, it is not the structures that matter. It is the listening that you get to, experience from the teacher. That is what contributes to your, improvement in your speaking skills. Because researchers have proved that if somebody has to improve their speaking skills, they actually need to improve their listening skills. And the more they listen, the listening automatically pulls their speaking up.
Yes, sir.
You don't really actually have to do anything to improve your speaking. Just improve your listening. Listen to conversations which you understand and listen for long enough, and you will see a big change in the way you speak. I have said this to Yasmin ma'am as well, right, Yasmin ma'am? Listening is the most powerful tool to improve your speaking skills. And because a lot of teachers and students miss this important point, they keep trying in the wrong way to improve their English and never feel happy and satisfied. I am the best example for you. Okay. I've always been a Hindi medium student, never went to an English medium school, and I never lived outside Bihar Sharif. And if I'm so comfortable with English today, then how come did I have lots of people to talk to me in English? Maybe later, okay, in 2012, 11, 13, yes, I talked to lots of people. But before that, so I was listening, listening, and listening, and I still do that. If I show you my, apps that are open, I'm pretty sure you'll find this app all the time, BBC. So when I'm not in the class, and when I'm in the class, by the way, do you think I speak in a way that I can improve my speaking with you guys? No. With you guys, no matter how long I spend with you, I will not improve talking to you. Understand that, okay? Because temperature goes from high to low, okay? So here I am at the higher potential, you guys are lower potential, so flow will be from high to low, not from low to high. I'm not going to learn anything while talking to you guys in terms of English. I learned so much about human nature, I learned so many things except English. Okay, so when I want to improve, and you know, it's very important for me because I'm not an Englishman, okay, and I've always been a Hindi medium student, so I really need to, okay, I always feel that I need to improve. What do? I listen to the BBC. Every day I do it. And that's the reason that I feel so comfortable with English, and I'm so comfortable with so many special uses of the words. Set out, by the way, is a nice phrasal verb. Set out means start. Set out to do something, okay? Start to do something. Today I heard this word set out in a very interesting way. You could ask me, क्या आपको अभी भी उतना ही मजा आता है इंग्लिश पढ़ाने में जितना आपने जब शुरू किया था तो आता था? You could use set out here. Do you still enjoy teaching the same as you did when you set out, when you first set out? Look, ये मैं भी नहीं कर पाता ऐसे, सेट आउट नहीं यूज करता ऐसे, ओके? तो मुझे पता था सेट आउट, फिर से समझना दोस्तों, लैंग्वेज सीखना मतलब क्या होता है? नॉट जस्ट टू बिकम एक्सपोज टू द न्यू वर्ड, नो, मोर देन दैट. इट्स वन स्टेप. You become exposed to a new word. Then how many different ways that word or phrase can be used in? Set out मैं 15 साल से जान रहा हूं, ठीक है? तो क्या मैं set out को एक ही 15 साल जैसे पहले जानता था आज भी वैसे जानता हूं? No, I know more about this word. बात समझ में आ रही है? तो ऐसे ही if you keep listening again, listen from the right sources, जिसको डाउट करने की जरूरत ना समझ में आए. Sources must be authentic so that you don't doubt what you listen to, and you will definitely learn a lot. ये है मेरा तरीका सीखने का, मैंने ऐसा सीखा, ओके? एंड नाउ आई एम शेयरिंग इट विद यू. यू कैन डू द सेम. It can be less exciting in a way, I can tell you, but for me it is more effective, it is more productive, and that's why it is exciting to me. I never feel like I'm wasting my time when I'm listening because I know I'm benefiting from it. If I'm talking to someone, sometimes we talk to people for the fun part of it, not for English. Be honest about it. I have talked to lots of people online because the people were interesting, not because I was benefiting from talking to them. I was just enjoying their company. You would do the same. There are people who will speak good English and you will not talk to them because you're not enjoying the conversation. Okay. So sometimes we do it for the fun's sake. I listen because I know listening will always contribute to my, understanding and, use of the language. This is as fresh as today that I learned this use of set out today because of the audio I was listening to. It was an interview, and the interviewer, Stephen Sacker, he used this phrase. Does your writing matter as much, is as relevant today as it was when you first set out? I thought, wow, nice way to use. तो मुझे सुनना ही सीखना था मेरे लिए. मैंने सुना और मैंने सीख लिया. I hope you understand. क्योंकि I knew the word set out. I knew what it meant. लेकिन ऐसे यूज करते हैं ये मुझे नहीं एहसास था. तो किसी वर्ड को कैसे यूज करते हैं कैसे एहसास हो अगर हम सुने ही ना तो? आपने सॉरी तो सब लोगों ने बोला है. किसी स्कूल के सामने बाहर खड़े हो जाओ शाम में छुट्टी के समय और लड़कों से पूछो कि आर यू सॉरी तुमने कभी बोला या सोचा है बोलने का? बोलेंगे नहीं. आर यू सॉरी कभी नहीं बोला होगा उन लोगों ने. 99% लोगों ने नहीं बोला होगा. आई एम सॉरी बोला है, आर यू सॉरी क्यों नहीं बोला? क्योंकि आई एम रिच तो आर यू रिच होता है ना. आई एम हैंडसम तो आर यू हैंडसम होता है ना. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड. आई एम हैप्पी तो आर यू हैप्पी होता है ना. तो आई एम सॉरी तो आर यू सॉरी क्यों नहीं आया दिमाग में? एक्सपोजर नहीं था. दे नेवर गॉट टू हियर दिस लाइन आर यू सॉरी. और जिसने एक बार भी सुन लिया आर यू सॉरी, फिर तो उसके जहन में थोड़ा तो जगह बना ही उसके लिए. तो लिसनिंग इज सो पावरफुल कि आप और ज्यादातर लिसन टू नेटिव स्पीकर्स, ओके, बिकॉज द वे दे यूज द लैंग्वेज फर्स्ट इज नॉट रॉन्ग, and two, it is so flexible. They'll teach you so many. They don't mean to teach you, they are just talking. But if you are at that level, I would agree with Rosanna who wrote today to me that when you are at a higher level, okay, just listening to English is learning. पता नहीं शायद आप उस हायर लेवल तक अभी नहीं पहुंचे, इस वजह से you fail to appreciate it. मेरे लिए सीखना मतलब not somebody will be explaining something to me. For me, सीखना is just listening is learning. I listen and learn. Because I told you, ये set out मुझे पता था, ऐसे नहीं पता था. When you first set out, मैं हमेशा बोलता था he set out for work at 6 o'clock. ठीक है, वो घर से निकला 7-6 बजे काम के लिए. ये वाला सेट आउट मैं बोलता था, ओके, क्योंकि मैंने यही एक्सपोजर रखा हुआ था. तो आई एम ए बिहारी, Okay, you guys have to understand your limitations, and then you need to find out solutions to fix those limitations. Well, if I were living in England or America, of course I would be exposed to variety of uses of each word that I know, but I can't live there. So when I'm here, how do I compensate for what I cannot do? By creating this English environment. So you guys can do this for yourself with the audio files I share. And then there are, lots of podcasts on, what do you call it?
Spotify.
Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, wherever you want. There are lots of stories, there are lots of fun conversations. I have told you, I have learned a lot of English just reading jokes, nonsense jokes, and I've learned so much English. Because again, वहां कोई word phrase आ रहा है, तो मैं देख रहा हूं ना उसको. In the previous class, elementary class, today, I explained this to them. देखना मैं दिखाता हूं आपको, what I taught them. और it was a very successful class, in my opinion. Let's see. अभी थे ना वहां पर? चलिए देखिए. Take a look, guys. I'm talking about this phrase here. Stop playing. मैंने हाईलाइट करा कि आपके देखते के साथ आप सीख सकते हैं कि स्टॉप के बाद प्लेइंग, हमको स्टॉप के बाद जो भी वर्ब बोलना है वो कैसा बोलना है. मैंने भोजपुरी गाने सुनना बंद कर दिया. आई स्टॉप लिसनिंग, ना कि लिसन, ना कि टू लिसन. आई स्टॉप लिसनिंग. इसकी वजह से आई स्टॉप लिसनिंग टू भोजपुरी सॉन्ग्स. मैंने उससे बातचीत कंटिन्यू कर रहा. मैंने टू टॉक टू हिम. यहाँ टू टॉक टू रिकॉर्ड है, मैंने यही फॉलो करा. तो दिस क्लास वाज वेरी सक्सेसफुल. दे अंडरस्टूड व्हाट आई वाज एक्सप्लेनिंग. तो ये सब एक्सपोजर का फायदा है. पढ़ के एक्सपोजर लो, सुन के एक्सपोजर लो. और ये भूल जाना कि तुम्हें इंग्लिश क्लास में, हाँ तुम एक बिगिनर हो, देन आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड योर प्रॉब्लम. बट समबडी लाइक स्मिता, समबडी लाइक खुशी, ना, आप जहां भी रहोगे ना, यू गाइस कैन लर्न लिसनिंग, क्योंकि आप बिगिनर लेवल पे नहीं हो. I know what beginners are. I teach beginners in the morning. I know how, they are in really difficult situation right now. उनको साल भर तो मेहनत करते हुए लग जाना है. आप तो आज सुनोगे, आज से सीखना शुरू हो जाएगा. तो let's continue with this. So Smita, are you feeling convinced that you need to be here, just confidently listening to us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. That was the main idea, to give you that motivation, to keep your confidence high. That even though you have joined after a long break, you can still fit. Okay? Listening to us. Oh, I feel more English than German. I feel more English than German, she said.
And I've forgotten a lot of my German.
And I've forgotten a lot of my German. I've forgotten a lot of my German. Present perfect. I have forgotten a lot of my German. कब forget किया उसने mention किया?
नहीं.
तो बात खत्म है. हम भूल गए हैं बहुत सारा. हम भूल गए हैं. I have forgotten a lot of my German. कोई सामने आए तो आप उससे बोल सकते हैं, what's your name? I have forgotten your name. What's your name? Okay.
2.
What did you study at university?
I studied ancient history at Cambridge.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, yes.
Did you enjoy it? Why? क्योंकि जब आप वहीं थे उसी समय ना. तो what happened next करते चलो, past simple. So did you enjoy it?
I had a wonderful time.
I had a wonderful time. I had a wonderful time. I had a great time. I had a fantastic time.
This was amazing.
The course was amazing. The course was amazing, and
Cambridge is a great place to live.
Cambridge is a great place to live. So I enjoyed my time there.
3.
Have you ever had any other jobs?
Have you ever had any other jobs?
Apart from being an archaeologist?
Now this phrase, apart from being an archaeologist. Apart from being an archaeologist. Okay. So guys, she is an archaeologist right now. So apart from being an archaeologist means other than this, right? So you could ask me, have you ever been in love with a woman apart from your wife? A similar sentence banana? Yeah. Have you ever been in love with any other woman apart from your wife? Or जरा सोचिए इस पे.
Have you ever had any other interesting Interesting
from
job
teaching job,
apart from teaching.
apart from being a teacher, apart from being a teacher. Have you ever had any other job apart from being a teacher? All right. Okay. Suppose you told me that once I stole 10 rupees. You told me a story of your childhood. And then I asked, have you ever stolen anything else apart from these 10 rupees? 10 रुपए के अलावा और कोई कभी चीज चुराई आपने, है ना? Have you ever stolen any other things apart from these 10 rupees? Okay. तो apart from मतलब होता है इसको छोड़ के, ये अभी अभी फिलहाल मतलब ये तो है ही इसके अलावा, ठीक है? चलो apart from का सेंटेंस लेते हैं, ठीक है? Apart from chow mein and golgappa, I ate biryani. अब इस सेंटेंस के हिसाब से बताओ, मैंने चाउमीन और गोलगप्पा खाया कि नहीं खाया?
Yes.
Please, everybody. Apart from chow mein and golgappa, I ate biryani. तो मुझे बताओ, apart from being an archaeologist, जिस तरह से लिखा, अगर मैं ऐसे ही बोल रहा हूं आपके सामने बोल रहा हूं, I ate biryani apart from chow mein and golgappa. मुझे बताओ, did I eat chow mein and golgappa or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Of
sir.
course.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm showing some gifts to my wife that I received on my birthday. Okay. तो मैंने उसको 2 गिफ्ट्स दिखाए. उसने पूछा इन दोनों के अलावा और क्या है? What else did you get? What else did you receive apart from these 2 items? Apart from these 2 items, what else did you receive? Okay. Apart from. There, apart from can be used in a different way as well, which I will teach later. Right now, just focus on this use, which you have in front of you.
Yes, I have. I've done all sorts of jobs.
I've done all sorts of jobs.
I even worked as a waitress when I was at university.
Really? What was that like?
What was that like? You know this structure. What was that like? Tell me about your experience. What was that like? So when you say what is something like, what is somebody, you're asking that person's opinion, right? For example, you tell someone that I was at a class with Vinay sir, I learned some spoken English. Then they'll ask, what was that experience like? It means they're asking you how you felt. What was that experience like? This like means not pasand karna. This like is not a verb. This like is a preposition. Yasmin ma'am, I haven't met your husband, right? I have never met your husband.
Yes, sir.
So I can ask you, what is your husband like? And when I ask this question, I'm asking you to tell me something generic about your husband. And now what you will say will be your opinion about him. What's your husband like, Yasmin ma'am? He's not going to be very
Like,
that reaction, Yasmin ma'am. If he watches this recording, he's not going to be very happy with what you did. Come on, you should have sounded a little excited. Sometimes you should fake it, but you must. Okay, just joking. I know.
sir, he's very caring and helpful.
He's very caring and helpful person. Right. Okay. Nice. So if Aisha, I know your mom. Okay. I will not ask you what's your mom like because I know your mom, right? So why would I ask what's your mom like? It doesn't make sense because I'm asking you to give me a general opinion. But why do I need a general opinion if I know your mom? I've met her. Okay. She was in my class maybe for a month or so. Okay. So yeah, by the way, guys, this may be news for you, but Aisha's mom was in my class before Aisha was born, I think. Aisha, before you were born? Okay. Guys, that tells you how old I am. Okay. Okay. So, but I can ask her what her dad is like because I've never met her dad. Okay. So, what is somebody like? What is something like? Suppose I want to ask about her mom. I will say, how's your mom? How's your mom, Aisha? And this question is not about give me your general opinion of her. This is about her well-being. Is she all right? Is she healthy? So, how's your mom? Understand? How's your mom, Aisha?
My mom is very caring.
No, beta. That's not the right response. I told you. When I say, how's your mom? Then this question is not about that. This question is about her well-being. Is she fine? Is she healthy? That's my
she's fine.
yeah. So when I ask, how's your mom? Then you answer, she's fine, she's doing okay. And when I say somebody else asks you, I won't ask you what's your mom like, because what's your mom like means I don't know. You tell me. Understand? Describe your mom to me because I don't know. But that's not true. I know her.
What's your wife like?
You could say, what's your wife like? If you have no idea of my wife, you could say, what's your wife like? Okay. You have seen my wife's photo. You can still ask because you have seen her photo, right? So photo tells you what she looks like, not what she is like. See the difference? The photo can help you understand what she looks like, but the photo will not help you understand what she is like. So what is somebody like? What is something like? Perhaps we studied this a few 1 or 2 units ago before, right? In the previous or last unit or the second last unit, we studied that. Okay. Moving on. What was that? What was the question? What is what like?
I loved it.
What was it like? What was the question? I kind of forgot.
I even worked as a waitress when I was at university.
Yes.
Really? What was that like?
I loved it. I was a tour guide too in the holidays. I met some really interesting.
Okay, need to go back a little bit.
Like?
I loved it. I was a guide too in the holidays. I met some.
Sorry, guys, I'm finding it difficult to control. Okay, so you worked as a waitress? What was that like? Oh, I loved it. I loved it. And I was a tour guide too. I met some really
interesting people.
So all these things happened because the time is mentioned. Okay, when she was at university, she was a waitress. She worked as a tour guide. She met some interesting people.
Sir,
ऐसा नहीं है. Just एक second, Ravi. ऐसा नहीं कि she cannot say I have met some interesting people. She can say that, but वो बताएंगी experience के तौर पे. अभी तो बता रही क्या हुआ था. Yes, Ravi.
Sir, if I meet my friend and then I ask, what's like your father in these days?
नहीं, उल्टा है. What's your father like? नहीं, in this age नहीं. बात समझिएगा.
In these days.
नहीं पूछना है ये. How's your father पूछना है. अगर आप if you are interested in his well-being, then what's the question, everybody?
How's your father?
How's your dad? How's your dad is the question about his well-being. तो पापा कैसे हैं भाई? तो how's your dad? ठीक है. पापा किस तरह के इंसान हैं? तो what's your dad like? I hope you understand now Hindi difference. पापा कैसे हैं? How's your dad? पापा किस तरह के इंसान हैं? What's your dad like? तो बेटी वापस आई ससुराल से तो माँ ने क्या पूछा? सास कैसे? कौन सा सवाल? What's your mother-in-law like? या how's your mother-in-law?
What's your
ज्यादातर माएँ इंटरेस्टेड होंगी. How's your mother-in-law में तो कोई इंटरेस्टेड नहीं होगा.
How's your mother-in-law?
ना कौन पूछा? काहे के लिए पूछेंगे? ठीक है नहीं ठीक है वो doesn't matter. They are all interested in है कैसी. So what's your mother-in-law like? So the daughter will give a description. Oh, she's very strict, ma. Now I understand why you used to say this to me. Learn cooking and that. She gave me such a big lecture one day when I burned the omelette. Okay, things like this. So what's somebody like? What was that like? It was fun. I loved it. I also worked as a tour guide and I met some really interesting people.
4. You said you've often been in danger.
You said you have often been in danger.
What's the most dangerous situation you've ever been in?
What's the most dangerous situation you have ever
Well,
been?
I had a very difficult time in Cairo during the revolution in 2011. I spent 2 weeks inside my friend's house. It was too dangerous to go out. Of course, I'm fortunate. I can leave a country when things get really dangerous.
Of course, I was fortunate. I could leave the country when things got a little better. Okay, listen again.
Of course, I'm fortunate. I can leave a country when things get really dangerous.
I can leave.
It was the local.
I can leave. I can leave. हम तो निकल सकते हैं when situation gets a little better. But I feel I feel sorry for the people who live there.
Sir,
Of course,
Yes, go ahead. Ask.
it little dangerous, not little better, I guess.
You're talking about the audio in the words in the audio?
Yeah.
I'm playing it again.
I'm fortunate. I can leave a country when things get really dangerous.
I can leave when things get really dangerous. I can leave when things get really dangerous. जब चीजें ज्यादा खराब होंगी तो हम तो निकल जाएंगे. I can leave, but I feel
It was the local people I felt sorry for.
it was the local people I felt sorry for. It was the local people I felt sorry for. She felt sorry for the local people. They could not leave, right? No matter how bad the situation was. When situation got really bad, she could leave because she was an outsider. You know, every country allows outsiders to leave. They don't want to, mess their international relationships. Okay, guys, I want you to listen to this audio file, write down the audio script, and then we will practice this tomorrow, not today. I'm going to share 6.7 with you. I want you to listen and write down the audio script. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's see. The next exercise that we have is vocabulary exercise. What's going on here? We have a few minutes here. Yep. Okay, use the prompts to ask and answer more questions about Freda. So I want you to do exercise 3 as homework as well. You guys will think of the questions, okay? Whether you should ask them in the present perfect, you should ask them in the past simple. You guys will decide, absolutely. And whatever I have taught you so far will definitely guide you. And now let's do exercise 4 very quickly. Have you ever, means I'm talking about experiences or not?
Yeah.
So if the answer is yes, you will ask more questions. Ask me.
Have you ever been to Kanpur?
Have I ever been to Kanpur? बढ़िया क्या मेरे औकात के हिसाब से बोर्ड डाल दिया अमेरिका को हटा के कानपुर. No, ठीक है.
I know you've been to. That's why I said.
That was really cool. He said Kanpur. Okay. Have I ever been to Kanpur? No, I don't know. No, I haven't. I've been to UP, but not to Kanpur.
So you
Jaipur. I've been to Jaipur.
told me about some gold trend.
But that was Banarasi, not
Oh,
Kanpur.
sorry.
I've been to Banarasi. Yes.
So have
Yeah,
you
of
been
course.
to Varanasi?
Yeah, I've been to Varanasi many times. Yeah. And when my answer is yes, then you guys can ask follow-up questions. And what are the follow-up questions? काहे ले जाते थे? किसके साथ गए थे? काहे के लिए गए थे? कहाँ रुके थे? All those questions, okay?
Where did you stay?
I didn't stay. I used to go finish my work and take the train back. I didn't stay in a hotel or something. No.
How to manage your work and
I was young, so traveling back from Varanasi to Patna was not a big deal. It was just a 6-hour, train journey.
what was your meal those days when you were traveling?
What was my
Meal.
what I used to eat?
Yeah.
What I used to eat. I have always been very open to when I'm outside, I always try to eat something new that I can find. So all the things, everything, chicken, non-veg, chaat, golgappas, lassi, everything. When I'm traveling, I love eating. Sometimes I feel now when I travel, because I can't digest all those things like I used to, so I feel a little bad about it that I can't eat now. I don't have any space. When I'm out, I eat a lot. When I'm at home, I don't. Okay. Next, question B.
Have you ever slept?
Have you ever slept in a tent? I think I have. A tent. Okay, it was not a tent. It was a shadi ka pandal. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Next.
Have you ever broken?
Have you ever broken an arm or a leg? I have broken my wrist. Yes, I have. अभी yes no अब हो गया yes हो गया अब बाकी पूछेंगे कब हुआ when did you break your wrist? It was in 2013, 11 years ago. How did that happen? How did that happen? Okay, I was riding my bike. Did you have an accident with another vehicle? No, it was just me. I just lost balance maybe. Okay. हाँ follow up question चलता चलेगा right? जितनी आपकी मर्जी है.
Take you to the
Who took you to hospital? Who took you to hospital, right? Yeah. All right, I will give it a pause because I want to quickly get through the end of this. Okay. Won a competition. Question. Have you ever won a competition? Well, yes. And then there will be what kind of competition was it? When did you win? Yeah, what was the prize you got? And so many things, okay? Jo man mein aa jaye. Have you stayed awake all night? Of course, yes. Bigger question would be, why did you do that? Okay, to study or to talk to people? To talk to people and to play cards and to read a book. I have stayed awake all night for various reasons. I have stayed awake all night reading. I have stayed awake all night talking. I have stayed awake all night playing games. I have stayed awake all night working. Yeah, as well. Yes. So yeah, I have, but now I find it difficult to stay awake.
Have you ever sung karaoke?
Have I ever sung karaoke?
Karaoke.
Karaoke. How do you pronounce it?
Karaoke.
Karaoke. Yeah, when you have a star maker, you don't need karaoke, no? So whenever I am in a good mood, I just entertain my family with my singing, which I think is entertainment. They call it torture though. I can't help it, you know. Yeah, I try to entertain them, but they always say, please forgive us, you know, mercy. But
Could you please entertain us?
no, no. I'm too shy to sing in public. No, I'm an awful singer. I can only embarrass myself in front of my family. Locked? Have you ever locked yourself out of your house? Yeah, that's a good question, huh? Have I ever locked myself out of my house? I think yes, it has happened. Written a poem? Yeah, of course, I have written a poem. I've shared with you guys as well. So I'm opening the rooms now. Go ahead and enjoy. Na, Khushi, I'm not gonna try here, okay? Like I said, you know, I can't embarrass myself publicly. No way.
Like 2 words.
Arey bhaiya, not 2 lines, not 2 words. I am an awful singer, you know. There is no rhythm in my voice. There is nothing like a singer's voice, okay? It's just that I remember the lines and I say them in my own way, okay? I just bring them out of my mouth in whatever kind of rhythm I can imagine in that moment. And that's how it is. So I'm gonna open the rooms for you. Who is Minus, by the way? Minus? Minus? Who is Minus? Could you please tell me, Minus, sir? Who is Minus?
It's my
Oh, it's you. Okay. Okay, fine. I'm opening the rooms for you guys. And I'm also gonna put this list of questions in the group. Go ahead, join as soon as you see the invitation on your screen and start your conversation.
The 6.7 or the third one?
Nah, this I'm sending you. Have you ever?
Have you ever been put
Aisha is stuck. Zafri is not going there though. Sanjeev Babu.
Sir, I'm riding bike, sir.
Yeah, I can
I
understand
only
that.
listen.
Yep. I'm gonna put you in a room. Please. The room number. Sanjeev, why are you not here? Rukaiya, are you there, beta? Rukaiya, are you coming? I have no idea. Aisha is waiting. Who else is waiting? Okay, Aisha, then go to the number 4. Talk to Smita. And oh God. Rukaiya. Okay, Rukaiya, go to the room and wait. I'll send somebody there, okay?
Okay, sir.
Mhm.
It is a traditional thing from Brazil.
Karaoke? Japan. Hmm. Well, what are we gonna do next?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shut down
Out
the
of
class?
syllabus.
Come again?
No, sir.
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'll say close the class because we are running out of time.
Yeah, of course. So I'm sharing some homework for tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
One thing would be to write down the extra lines in 6.7, guys. You're going to write the extra lines in 6.7. Listen to the audio and write the extra lines. And 2, I've shared a page in the group. Please do the exercises. They're easy. Don't worry. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone. Take
Bye,
care.
sir. Good night, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Good night.
sir.
Bye,
Good night.
sir.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.